Hey humans, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, I do videos on creepy and disturbing things. And today we're doing a little bit more of a laid back one. We're gonna do me reacting to haunted TikTok part 3. Now I know this isn't like my usual type of video, they're just kind of a fun thing I like to throw in there. You will get another video this Friday. Now I feel like I need to disclaim this every time I do these types of videos. Just really quick, don't go follow these accounts just to like send them hate comments or anything like that. This is all in good fun, and even if there are videos that we determine are likely set up or fake, like who cares? It's just like ghost fun. It's nothing serious. So I'm just gonna put that out there. So the first video is going to be footage that people claimed to have seen ghosts, soldiers walking around the Gettysburg battlefields. Now, the Gettysburg battlefields are obviously they're a real place. The battlefields are located in Pennsylvania here in the USA, and the Gettysburg battle was during the American Civil War way back in 1863. So thousands of people lost their lives in this battle, and it is said that the place is very haunted.
Don't move in there. No, there's a motorcycle. See?
I don't see nothing down there. Can't be the motorcycles, honey. There's nothing sparkling. You see what I'm
What's
saying?
that? What is that?
Tree.
No. You moved it, right? Right there. See it?
Uh-huh.
Look. There's nobody there. Look. Isn't it those people?
Can't be.
There's nobody
Not up in
down
the trees.
There's nobody down there no more. See?
Okay, so a little background on that video. Everybody always criticizes ghost videos or ghost proof for being super grainy and like it was filmed on a, 1990s camera, or like filmed with a potato is one that I see a lot, and it's hilarious, yes. But this particular video, a quick Google search will reveal that this video was taken in 2001 and has just been re-uploaded to the internet. So I think the graininess thing and the poor quality is just often proof for people that the video was probably fake, because the lower quality the video is, the easier it is to edit stuff without you being able to tell clearly if something was edited or not. But at least this one has a legitimate reason. So like most videos, I am just automatically skeptical about. This one I was initially excited about because it actually looked really interesting. It was taken a long time ago. The ghosts, quote unquote, kind of look, legit. It does look really spooky. The people talking over the video seem legitimately freaked out, etc., etc. But the History Channel actually did take a look at this video. History Channel actually had a forensic video analyst look at this video and like break it down to see if he could determine if it was fake or not. So this man concluded, based on his analysis of the video, that it is a loop of one video or a projection of somebody on camera. So he compared 3 different shots from the video and found out that they were almost identical and just like placed in different areas of the video. So in terms of how somebody would do this, the forensic video analyst said that somebody could theoretically go out in a field and reflect an image or a person off of a piece of clear glass. Not sure exactly how that would work, but he had some sort of explanation for it, and that you could get this effect that way. So essentially you would have this reflected off of something in the video camera, and then you would go and edit it on a loop and repeat it so that that shadow of the person would be placed in different areas of the video by looping it and just editing it that way. So a lot of people still think that this is authentic, but I don't think a lot of people know that this was actually analyzed by somebody who does this kind of thing. So in conclusion, I personally think that this one is probably a very, very early ghost evidence that was edited. So this next one, I was actually tagged in this video, so thank you guys for tagging me on TikTok in these type of videos. It really helps me make videos. If you want to tag me and stuff on TikTok, you can. Go ahead and follow me over there. It's just, I just don't post on TikTok that much, so I don't advertise it, but you're welcome to go and tag me and stuff over there if you have ideas for videos. Okay, so in this video, you're gonna see two dogs and they're home alone and they're barking like crazy together. Then suddenly both of the dogs get really silent, and then you'll see that suddenly the dog on the right, like it looks like some invisible force pulled its collar off, and then the dog gets super freaked out. Before I play the video, yes, you're gonna see both of these dogs are in crates while they're home alone. I know that upsets a lot of people, so I looked at her other videos for y'all, and she did actually explain. The owner of the dogs said that the dogs are not in those crates for more than 2 hours a day, and they are the type of dogs to get into everything and actually consume non-consumables and chew things up, so they're really in there for their own safety. So no one go after her for that. The dogs are fine. Okay, let's watch the video. Poor dog. It startles him so much. Okay, so this one, again, I initially thought was interesting too, but honestly, I also don't think there's any mystery or ghost here. I think the barking, I don't think they're barking at a ghost. I think dogs can obviously hear extremely well, and they probably just heard another dog in the distance or other noise in the distance, and then they started barking and they get each other going. Like, that's just dog behavior. My dog does that. My dog loves barking with other dogs and getting other dogs riled up. I don't think that part's weird. A lot of people think that the weird part is that then they both get really quiet together and like feel around as if they like notice a presence together, and that's why they stopped barking. But again, I think this can also easily be explained by dog behavior. They're just pausing to be quiet so they can listen to see if the perceived threat is still there. So then as for the collar, this was also, it did look kind of weird to me until I watched it a few times. I'm pretty sure that collar just snapped off, and that it was just a dysfunctional collar and it just snapped off. And yeah, the dog, it scared the crap out of the dog because the dog got startled by the sudden movement and the sudden touch that it jumped back. Now, if you watch the video super closely and watch it on slow-mo, you can totally see how this would be possible. And yeah, those collars are designed not to snap open, but trust me, they can. My dog once had a collar that, unbeknownst to me, she had chewed on it slightly, and so it would just like snap off of her very easily. Of course, I had to, replace it quickly, but I just think that this one also, I don't personally think this one was a ghost. I don't see the collar being lifted by anything or anything like that. It just snaps and then falls to the ground. The dog's reaction to that was completely normal. Okay, so the next couple, I actually stole these videos from Loey Lane's most recent video because she just did a TikTok reaction compilation, and I thought some of the videos in there were very interesting. I absolutely love Loey Lane, but we definitely have different opinions on paranormal videos, so I think it's kind of fun to put those in here too. So in this video, there's something in the distance on this person's land that is moving. It looks like transparent almost, and it is moving, and you really can't tell what it is. I honestly at first thought that this guy stole footage from No Through Road, which I've made a video on that in the past. I literally thought that he stole footage from that and then tried to re-upload it as his own. Thankfully, I was wrong. It just has the very similar vibe.
I don't know if y'all can see that thing right there, whatever that is in my lane, but I can only see it on here. Whatever the hell that is not there outside of the camera. Yeah. What is that? What is that right there? Whatever it is, it doesn't show up on anything else but the camera. There it is again. Look, there it is. What is that? What the fuck is that?
So I'm actually not sure about this one. I think his entire account is genuine in the sense that I don't think he set this video up. Like, his whole account is dedicated to catching weird and paranormal things that happen on his land. And so I think that the creator really does believe that his land is haunted or has experienced things to make him believe that his land is haunted. So I actually don't think that he like fabricated this video or set it up in any way. But do I think it's a ghost? I mean, if somehow ghosts are proven to be real, it could be. But I could also think of some other explanations. To me, it just looks like a small animal that's like moving in the distance, or it's moving some of the bushes in the distance, and he just can't pick it up with the naked eye, and the camera just happens to be able to pick up that movement. Or like the whole Skinwalker moose video debacle that somebody thought they saw. The Skinwalker was so clearly a smudge on their windshield that made it look like it was moving in the camera. And I could totally see how this might just be something on his camera lens that would explain why he couldn't see it in real life, but he could see it on his camera lens, and something was just smudged on there and it was making it look like there was this creature moving in the distance. So I'll give this guy the benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying that his whole account is fake or anything like that. Maybe it is haunted. I would have to look into it a little bit more. But this particular video, I think, may have an explanation. Okay, so this next one I also stole from Loey Lane's video. This one I really want to talk about. I think is very interesting.
Video shot by a user called Mr. Valkyrie comes from a security camera in a housing subdivision. The camera shows a view of a pathway leading to the subdivision's gate. There's a partial view of the street outside the gate. At first, the night is still, but the calm is soon interrupted by a bizarre occurrence. A few seconds into the video, a figure approaches. It turns to face the gate, and a moment later, it's miraculously on the other side. In a single instant, the figure appears to move straight through the clearly closed steel gate. The figure then begins to walk down the path towards the camera. At first, it's difficult to distinguish any features, either because of the dark or because the figure is semi-transparent. As it comes into the light closer to the camera, we can see that it appears to be a man in baggy shorts walking slowly down the pathway. Viewers of the video have suggested that the man could be a ghost or perhaps even a shapeshifter. Authorities have investigated but come up with no answers.
Now, at first glance, that video is very creepy looking, and props to them for the editing. Now, this one is so easily fabricated that I don't know why people are freaking out about it. You could easily put your security footage into a video editor, and mind you, you can find free video editors very easily, and just cut out the part where he opened the gate and then just make it into a smooth transition. If you look extremely closely, there is just a slight glitch right when he goes through the gate. Here, I'll show you guys on the screen. I took another screen recording of myself scrolling through those exact frames at a very slow rate to show you how it does kind of jump from him being outside to inside. The footage is very grainy, you know, so of course it makes it easier to edit things like this and make them convincing, but I am 100% sure that it was simply just cut out the part where he opened the gate. I don't think that one's a mystery at all. That one's just, I mean, that one's way too blatant. Okay, let's move on. This next one, baby playpen. This is the last one I also stole from Loey's video. This one, I actually might not have a full explanation for. That one freaks me out. So as we watch this clip, watch very closely at the back door. And then after you see the figure in the back door, look at the bottom left-hand side of the screen at the baby's playpen. So the most creepy part about this video is actually the figure walking in the background behind the family outside. I personally think that one's actually more easily explained, just because that could be a neighbor in the distance and it looks weird on the camera, or it could easily be a reflection in the door and somebody else walking through the house. That's what it looks like to me anyway. I don't know, that part doesn't freak me out as much. But whatever moves the baby's playpen in the corner is actually pretty freaky. Everyone in the room is just minding their own business, and it's just so random, and the man in the chair does seem like genuinely surprised that this happened. Like he can't see anything there that's moving it. This video actually does seem very legit in terms of unexplainable, at least that part. However, I do have two questions. One, why are they randomly filming themselves in their living room watching TV and folding laundry? And two, it also seems pretty convenient that the left-hand corner of the video is cut off so you can't see beyond the playpen exactly where the movement happens. Just saying. Okay, so that was 5 videos. I'm gonna give you guys a bonus video that I found, and I actually really want to talk about this one. This one is another one that I don't have a full explanation for, and I'd be really curious to know your thoughts in the comments. So what you're about to see is a very small child playing with a stuffed animal in the corner of a house, and you're gonna see in the video the stuffed animal's head twitches, like moves on its own slightly towards the camera. Ugh. Thanks, I hate it. Okay, so dug into this account a little bit more and found some explanation videos from Mom where she tells the full story of how her child got this stuffed animal. Mom says that she works retail. There's this customer that comes in who's very friendly and has kind of gotten to know her a little bit. And this customer offered to give her this stuffed animal to give to her daughter. Mom explains that this usually isn't okay, but she cleared it with her boss, and her boss said that that would be fine. So he gives Mom the stuffed animal, and then this customer on his way out the door turns around and tells Mom, by the way, my grandbaby had this stuffed animal originally, but then my grandbaby unfortunately passed away from SIDS. So Mom says she doesn't think much of it. She gives the bear to her baby and notices that her little girl is starting to talk to the bear a lot. She says that the toddler would get out of bed during the day and at night just to play with that bear in that exact corner of the house. So when this video was taken, Mom had been seeing this odd behavior. So this video was taken at 1 a.m. when Mom noticed that her daughter had just gotten out of bed, put that bear in the corner, and was playing it yet again. So that's why she took her camera out to film it, because she just thought it was odd. So at least there's an explanation as to why she's randomly filming this at the time. So Dad wakes up and is watching the footage with her and points out the movement to Mom. So Mom didn't even notice that the bear moves until she takes this video. So then on top of all of this, they claim that their daughter has severe separation anxiety over the bear. Like they tried to hide it so that they could kind of subtly taper it away from her so they could get rid of it because the bear was freaking them out. But they said that it was not possible because the daughter would get so upset. Now, again, being a skeptic, I don't really think the quote-unquote strange behavior that the daughter is displaying with the bear is that weird. Like, that could just be explained by the fact that, I mean, she's a toddler. It's not weird behavior to get super, super attached to an item, so attached that you don't want to let it go. And it might just be a source of comfort for her, and that spot in the house might also just be a place where she likes to play. So the other thing, a lot of people who try to debunk this think that it was the little girl's leg that moved the bear. But the bear moving actually does kind of freak me out. And let me tell you, I don't think that the little girl was the cause of the bear moving. And I would be the first one to admit that it was. The reason is because if you watch the video very closely, her left leg is not even touching the bear and it's on the wrong side. Like she wouldn't have been able to move it with that. And then her right leg, it looks as if it was on the other side of the bear. It could have moved the bear, but her right leg, if you look really carefully in the video, her right leg is actually folded into herself. So her right leg was not in a position to make the bear move. And even if it did, how did just the bear's head move? The only explanation for that is if this video was in fact edited somehow, but I don't know. I don't know if it is. The other thing is that mom says straight up that she doesn't believe in ghosts, so she is looking for another explanation for this, which that always makes me a little less skeptical of the person, just because it does make it seem like then they are open to more logical explanations. However, I do have to admit what I think is possibly made up in this story is that customer that gave her his granddaughter's bear and his granddaughter had just passed away. That is so morbid. Like, who the does that? Maybe I can see like a customer that has gotten to know the worker really well and just really knows that she has a baby and knows that she might like this kind of thing. Like, I can see maybe that happening where somebody would give a retail worker a gift for their child. And we don't know the culture of the town, like maybe it's a really small town that she lives in and that was not a weird occurrence for people to be that friendly. What I think is weird is why on earth would you tell the mom that story? Like, that is so after you gave her the bear. Why wouldn't you just make something else up or say, oh, I found this from when my kids were kids and I wanted you to have it? Why would you tell somebody about the baby passing away part? Either that man is really messed up, or that part of the story was made up by the mom just to make it all a little creepier. That's just, I don't know. I just don't believe that part. And if that part is true, then that guy is very weird. Who would do that? Especially for that video, please let me know what you guys think down below, because I would be that one just, I don't know. I'm looking for an explanation for that one. That one really did legitimately kind of that one makes me a little bit hesitant. Just a reminder to be kind in the comments. We have some believers in the comments, believers in ghosts and non-believers. Please don't be mean to each other. That's just dumb. This is a very lighthearted subject, so let's keep it that way. Also, tag me on TikTok if you guys have videos on there that you find weird. I really like being tagged on there. Even if I never make a video about it, I will watch the video that you tag me in. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, and I will see you all on Friday. Thank you so much to my patrons, especially my top tier patrons: Colin Holmes, Deck of Cards, Creep Me Out, Ellis Paul, Ryan Fenton II, Samantha RG08, Michelle Valdovinos, Tom L, JJ, Dirty Kitty, Deanna B, and my newest top tier patron, Dawn. Thank you guys so much, but thank you to everyone on the screen.